Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome to Rise of Industry 2, a game where we go all the way back to the 1980s and enter the world of competitive industry. We gather natural resources and build factories, we set up supply chains to make all sorts of different products, ranging from food goods through to cassette tapes, that kind of a thing. We sign contracts and learn new technologies, and because it is the 1980s, I assume we do all of this with completely amazing gigantic hair and even more completely amazing gigantic shoulder pads. They were quite big in the 80s. Oh, and denim. We are probably double denimed as well, just to really capture the true essence of 1980s fashion. But anyway, I digress a little bit, don't I? Less about fashion, more about gaming. Let's get on with it, shall we? Time to dive into the demo of Rise of Industry 2, because we are playing the demo today, and get all industrial. Okay, so the first thing we had to do was set up our company, which we've called Geek Cupboard Stuff and Things. And I quite like that, because right at the beginning of the campaign, we don't know what we're going to be making. We could be manufacturing car tyres, or cassette tapes, or boxes of cereal, or anything else. So calling it Stuff and Things gives us quite a broad remit to go make anything we like. So I think that works quite well. And the logo for Geek Cupboard Stuff and Things is a little kind of adorable duck over here. I did have a look through the logos. There are quite a few, to try to find one that looked like a teapot or a cup or a cupboard door or something, but there wasn't really anything suitable. So I thought, do you know what? Let's go for a lovely duck. So there is our lovely kind of duck icon. And the CEO of Geek Cupboard Stuff and Things is, of course, none other than Betty Cupboard herself. And there is Betty there, looking marvellously 80s, some big 80s hair going on, and some aforementioned great big 80s shoulder pads. You look wonderful, Betty. Lovely to see you again. And then, yes, we have $10,000 in cash, 50 research points, no kind of progress because we haven't done anything yet, but we do have 2 members of an executive team. So over here we've got Beatrice Edwards and Alma Fairfax, and they've got traits, but I don't know how to find out what the traits are. So Beatrice's traits are a little kind of trophy thing and some sort of quill, and Alma's traits are an alarm clock and a bomb. But I don't know how to find out more about them. Is it this? See information on this person. Ah, right, there we go. I found out. So, okay, Beatrice is competitive, but also a Luddite. Okay, right, okay. So I think looking at it, depending on where we put them, where we kind of put them in our operation, they have various kind of bonuses or negative things. So yeah, if we put her in as, say, Vice President of Operations, regional utility upgrades are 10% cheaper, which is quite good. But if we put her in as the Vice President of Research, daily research point output is minus 20%, which is obviously a bad thing because she is a Luddite. Okay, so we've got to be careful where we position you. Okay, that's fine. And then Alma Fairfax. Okay, so procrastinator, everything is going to use more power and water. Okay, so our bills are going to be up a little bit, and she's short-tempered. Brilliant. Okay, right, that's probably not great, is it? That's not great, but okay, that's what we've got to deal with. So there we go. There we go. I think we are ready to go. So yeah, let's go and dive in, shall we? And begin trading as Geek Cupboard Stuff and Things.
It was not a bribe. I accidentally dropped the envelope of cash while visiting the precinct. You know, kid, the moment I saw you, I said to myself, this kid's got something. A little rough around the edges, sure. A lack of style, maybe. Bad haircut. But the kid's got something. And then I said to myself, you know what this kid's got? Raw materials, baby. The kind of raw materials you find in Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Cleveland Browns, birthplace of rock and roll, and your first stop on the way to the top. This city is sitting on a metaphorical goldmine of natural resources. All of it waiting for someone to come along and extract those raw materials so they can be transformed into something truly spectacular, just like I'm going to do with you. So I want you to get out there and show this nation that the heart of industry is still beating in Cleveland, Ohio. And for God's sakes, would you please do something about that hair? You're making us look bad.
What's wrong with my hair? Why is my hair so bad? Oh, that's a little bit worrying. I want to have exciting hair. Oh dear me. Okay, right, we're going to do our hair. Hang on a minute. I'll go and do my hair and come back. Right, there we go. Hair all sorted out. It's now gigantic and very 1980s. Marvellous. Okay, so hopefully we can get no more complaints about our hair. Now we go over here to Cleveland, Ohio. That's where we are setting up. Cleveland was an industrial superpower. While it may seem that those glory days have faded, all of the key factors that made Cleveland a powerhouse remain unchanged. The area still has excellent access to raw materials and retains significant technical know-how. Show the world that northeastern Ohio's industrial prowess is as much in the future as it was in the past by turning the area into a centre for metallurgic output. Okay, so we're going to gather metals, I assume, by the look of it. Okay, so let's begin the scenario. Right, so what do we have to do? Ooh, choose your initial investors from the following. Okay, so these are our goals. These are our initial kind of goals. Okie dokie. So I have done the tutorial. I went and did the tutorial with Frank, was he called? The chappie that we just saw. He didn't insult my hair as much in the tutorial. But yes, we didn't have any of this in the tutorial. Okay, so this is effectively just dictating our goals. So do we go for steel steps? Okay, so make carbon steel, or do we go for glass? Okay. So which one do we do? So glass manufacturing, sand excavation, soda production, sulfur, learn of a company of a type packaging company. And that will give us, I was going to say we might need some more money, but yeah, this is going to fund us. Okay, so we get $300,000, whichever one we pick. Do you know what? Let's go for glass. That's just a bit different, isn't it? Yeah, metal. There must be loads of places making loads of metal and steel and such like. So yeah, let's go for glass. Let's do this. So yeah, we're going to have to produce 500 pallets of glass over a period of 30 days. So get quite a big kind of glass production thing up and running. And then yeah, research all the things we need to do to actually sort of get glass on the go. And then sell 600 pallets of glass in that region and achieve a revenue of $175,000 over a period of 30 days. Okay, right, that seems fine. Yeah, we'll pick this then. So if we accept that offer, so go like that. We can only pick the one, so we can't pick both. So we'll have that, and there we go. We are going to start working on glass. Okay, so the stuff and things this time round is glass. Nice and simple, nice and ordinary. What does region overview do? Oh, we just get to look at the map. Oh, okay, that's fine. We'll go and look at that in a second. Okay, back to investors and continue the campaign. Right, now I think, hang on. Right, okay, yeah, so time is now ticking by. So I think to begin with, let's ask a very, very important question. And I think you all know what it is, but say it along with me anyway, won't you please? So let's ask it, shall we? Is spacebar pause? And yes, I can happily confirm that spacebar is paused, which is wonderful stuff. Well done, game. Good job. So now that time is paused, even though time was paused when we started the game, but I unpaused it so we could ask the important question. But now that time is paused again, we can go and have a little look around. So it's currently April the 2nd, 1984. Wow, we have gone back away. And we've got 350 grand now, thanks to the investment from the chappie who gave us our sort of glass making objectives. 500 research is that, total research generation, and satisfaction is looking okay. And I think, yes, we've got 72 workers, have we? They didn't cover that in the tutorial. We'll try and figure that out. And then, yeah, we're hardly using any power and any water. But of course, we haven't got anything really going on apart from our lovely headquarters complex. So a little kind of sort of a power grid over here. And then, yeah, we've got one of these things. These are popular. Sort of a gigantic golf ball on a sort of a spiky thing. So we've got that because that's important. But yeah, I think there are people. If we unpause time for a second, look, there's people walking about. Yeah, there is stuff happening. There's a car coming in, and there's little sort of trucks and things driving about. So yeah, there's a little bit of stuff going on. But yeah, so what's that? Starting out in Cleveland, you have an incoming message. Your prompt response is required. Okay, right. So what do we got to do? Ready to get going in Cleveland? Probably, yeah, let's give it a go. There's some funding from the state of Ohio available here to help new industries get off the ground. If you want, I can give you some guidance and release those funds as we go, or I can give you a lump sum now, and that's pretty much the last you'll hear from me. Which way do you want to go? Okay, so do we want Frank's guidance? So agree to start making a lot of glass. Frank will start you out on the path to making glass. Agree to make glass. Frank will give you some high-level guidance, but the details are up to you. Or just get on with it. We'll go for the middle one because I think that one's going to be a bit sort of super handholdy. It's going to be sort of, right, go over here, build a building here, put the thing just here. So I'd like a little bit more freedom. So we'll do this. We'll go for that. So we're going to get a mission, first steps in glass, and we're going to get another $100,000. Okay, this is very handy. Thank you, Frank. And we have a business connection with Northeast Assembly Holdings of type packaging company. You can now negotiate contracts with them. Okay, right, so we've acquired a sort of business connection with another company and they can do stuff for us. Okay, right, so the first thing we need to do is get ourselves, I imagine, some sort of glass manufacturing operations up and running. But what do we need to do that? So there is up here a production manual and it's gigantic. It's a huge big thing. So these are all the things that you can find in the game. And there's some of them are sort of raw resources that you dig out the ground. Some are things you can make. Some are kind of like a mid-level resource you combine with another resource to then turn into something else. So, like mid-refining. And there's so much stuff. There's so many things. Aeroplanes, appliances. There's all sorts of different appliances. Barley, cars, carbon steel. That's one we didn't go for. Copper ore, so fairly basic stuff. Compact discs. That's super futuristic in 1984. Flour, hops, all sorts of logs, just, simple stuff. And then, you get records and sand and everything else. But okay, so we want to make glass. So let's go up here and look at glass. So what do we need? What do we need to do this? So we are going to need, quite a lot of stuff. So sand and soda. That gets put into a glass furnace to make glass. Okay, so we need to get sand and soda. Okay, sand I imagine is quite easy. A sand excavator. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. We can grab a sand excavator. How do we do soda? Okay, so soda has got to go through... there was a sulfur thing, wasn't there? There was some sort of sulfur thing going on. It said about sulfur. So we need sulfur and again, sand. Okay, so sand is key. Right, so we need to get a little kind of sand manufactory up and running. So how about we go here and we set up a new thing. So in this game, everything is done in complexes. So you build complexes. And then on that complex, you build all the different things that complex requires. So you sort of, like road networks and loading and unloading and all the different kind of things that do all the work. They're all set on a complex. So I think, can we create a new complex? So mining complex, glass manufacturing complex. But we can't make glass, I don't think. I don't think we'll be able to do it. What's that? That is, that's the headquarters thing. Oh, okay, that's fine. So yes. I mean, it does say have operation of a glass furnace. So how about we set up for now for 15 grand a glass manufacturing complex and we will see what happens. So here we go. Let's grab one of these. And they're very big. They are huge, big, gigantic things. So it's a gigantic big area that we're going to sort of use up. I think we'll put it over here so it's opposite these sort of power connections. So it's not that far away. So if we just took that just there, that whole area has now been kind of designated as our glass manufacturing complex. And then we need to put in our central office because every kind of complex has a main little office and it's got two road connections. So one is connecting to the road, the actual sort of the regular road network, and the other one with the red sort of edges, that's the internal road network. So we want to make sure that that goes along here, probably like that, look. There we go. Right, so now they will build that. So if we unpause time, they'll start building. And there we go. They're going to get on with it. There is a slightly weird sort of 3D printing sound. I don't think they're 3D printing the building. Not in 1984. That would have been incomprehensible technology. But there we go. So, right, they're going to get on with that. In the meantime, we will have a look down here. Because as well as that, we need other things. We need other things to make this work. For example, we need power and water coming in because they're not going to be able to work without power and water. So how about we get power set up? So we need a power line connector, which is one of these things. So I think what we'll do is if we put that over here If we put that, yeah, put that right in the corner over here, the power can just come in from that side and it will be fine. We do need a little kind of road access thing so people can get in and fix it and maintain it and what have you. But I think that'll be fine. So we'll put that in like that. And then we need to build an actual sort of power line connecting up this bit. Hang on a minute, like that. Through here. That's I've probably not done that very well. There's quite a lot of pylon things rather than lines. But do you know what? It's fine. It'll do the job. So there you go. They can work on that. So yeah, unpause that. And there we go. Also, we might need a water thing, but we'll come to that in a bit. We also do need some of these things. We need warehouses, we need industrial products, we need like a mineral storage thing, we need storage tanks. There's quite a lot that we need to do. There are many things. And also, yeah, we need the glass furnace, which is 42,000 monies, which is quite expensive. So how do we arrange all this? Because we're going to need one each of these, and then we're going to need a whole load of loading facilities. So the loading facilities, ideally, want to go along the road. So I think, yeah, we need to have, maybe, this is like the internal access road stuff. So if we go like that, bring that down a bit like that, and then like that. That connects up our sort of main building here with the power thing over here. And then we have a lot of room in the middle. So let's get a consumer goods warehouse. Okay, that's quite big. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. So pop one of those in. And now, because we've got one of those planned, we can get a consumer goods loading dock. So let's put one of those, say, I don't know, just there. That'll do. So again, it's got the kind of the input and output road things. So we'll pop that there. Lovely. And then we need to get an industrial storage warehouse. Okay, these buildings are ginormous. Okay, we'll put that one there then, please. And then we'll get an industrial loading facility. So we'll pop that in. Then we want a mineral storage yard. Okay, that's quite big. Okay, what we'll do is, how about then, we'll put that just there, and then have another access road coming around here like this. We'll bring the access road. Is this the best way to do this? Probably not, but that's what we're going with. There we go. And then we can have a mineral loading facility. So we can put that in. So they can grab all that. And we can get a storage tank, which I think are relatively small compared to the stuff that we've got going on already. We'll put that down here, look. Put that right on the edge of the boundary. So pop that in like that. And then we can get a tanker loading facility, which is, of course, another important loading thing. That can go there. They then need to be connected as well. So connect all them up like that. And then let's just have kind of roads coming in a bit like that. Oh, no, hang on. No, like that. Just bring that down. There we go. So a little kind of road grid going on. And then also we need to get this thing in. We need to get in the glass furnace, because that's kind of why we're here. So we'll get one of these in. So let's do that. So we'll pop that just there, look. That can go down here. In fact, no, maybe we should put it on this side. Let's put it there. We don't want it there. I don't think we can. No, can't put it there because it's getting in the way of that thing. We'll put it here, look. Drop that in. Okay, so we've spent a huge amount of money. A gigantic big amount of money. But now we just need to run time on and let them build all of this, because that is going to take quite a long time. So yeah, construction ongoing. They've not even started working on some of these things. But yeah, they're getting there. They're getting there. It's going to be fine. Look, so yeah, here we go. Run time on a little bit quicker, maybe. So yeah, that's gone in, look, and they've connected that up, which is lovely. Okay, I mean, that's a bit of a mess over there, but never mind, it's fine. And yeah, there is a little buildy thing that appears that shows when they're building like the internal roads and what have you, which is quite fun. So there we go. Put time on super quick, because we can't do anything else without this. Right, here we go. You built a central office building. A central office building is a starting point for a new business complex. So yeah, that's that there. And because our business focus was some sort of sciencey thing, that's now generating a research point every single day, which is quite nice. Now, I think maybe, do we need to go and do some research, possibly? Do we need to go and do some researchy stuff? Oh, it's incredibly expensive. Okay, that is. Some stuff might not be as expensive. Yeah, how do we get, say, sand? Sand is what we're interested in. How do we do that? Because I wasn't quite sure how we got the sand. Can we find sand? Sand excavation. Ah, we've already got that. Oh, okay. I thought we didn't have that. Sand excavator is in what kind of complex? Oh, it's in a mining complex. Okay. Right, so now I think we need a mining complex. So we need to make another complex where we can get sand. And is that sand? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm glad we didn't build over the sand because I hadn't noticed that sand was there. But okay, so iron ore is over here and sand is over here. Okay, so if we build... How's that going to work with the wires? Do they keep the existing kind of electrical grid? I don't know. Do you know what? Let's find out, shall we? Let's put that just there and have ourselves a mining complex. And then we need to do the same kind of thing with this. So this is the mining complex, kind of your front building thing. Can't build here due to other things at this location. Okay, this might be a little bit of a fiddly, annoying thing here. Because, yeah, there's pipes and wires and things. So we might have to build things ever so slightly set back from the front. Which means we need to build little kind of individual roads and things. Which is not the end of the world. It's just a bit fiddly is all. But, okay, we'll put that... I mean, yeah, do we want to move... Actually, thinking about it. Do we want to move that complex back a bit? Because there is a space there. And the front of the complex won't be on that pipe. Maybe that's what we should do. How do we undo a complex? Oh, like that. Yay, right, okay. Mining complex. Yeah, we can put it... I mean, it says we can put it here, but I don't think we can build in those sort of uncharted bits. But I think, yeah, it could go there. So pop that in like that. And then we can put this in. And I think it might be... Yeah, we still need to set it back a little bit. But that's okay. That's fine. Right. So, like that. So there's the front bit of there. And then, yeah, we need to do the same kind of thing again. Although, oh, that's got a satellite network connection option. Very fancy. Okay, so the thing we need is, yeah, mineral storage yard. Oh, there we go. Right, sand excavator. That's what we need. So that's going to sit on top of the deposits of sand. Okay, it's quite big. It's quite big, but we might be able to get a couple of these. We might need to redo this power thing over here, but we'll do that later maybe. So how about, for now, we put that there, and that's going to capture, although we might want to put it there, and then have a bit of road going off in that direction maybe. We'll do that. So we'll put that there, and that's going to be, yeah, that's quite a lot of sand. It's like a big kind of mine thing going on. Okay, so put that to there, and then... You can also bring a path out like that. Okay, right. So we've got a tiny road network going on. And then, yeah, we're going to need storage and everything else. So mineral storage yard. That's actually quite big. Let's put that maybe over here. Yeah, we'll put that there. We can't fit it on this side, I don't think. Botherations. Okay, never mind. We'll put it just there. And then we'll get the sort of access roads again and bring... Do you know what? We'll just do it like that, look. That'll be fine. So bring it all the way round. And then, of course, yeah, we need the loading facility. The only thing is, yeah, this is going to be a bit tricky, this, because this is all in the way. So we can't, so yeah, there's pylons and there's a great big water pipe there, and we can't build on top of that. So I think what we'll do is we'll build the thing over here, the sort of loading dock thing, and then we have to build proper roads. So build a proper road like that, and then it can come down here and connect. So the proper road then leads into the main building here, the access sort of thing over here, the sort of loading dock, and yeah, connect that up with that. Okay, right, again, run time on. Let's see how this goes, because, oh, they're not going to have power, are they? Hang on a minute. They're going to need a power line connector, which I think that doesn't have to be connected to the road. So that can just go anywhere, really. Do you know what? It could go... just here. We could tuck it... Oh, we can't put it... we could put it right at the edge. Put it right at the edge, kind of out of the way. Connect it up like that with the access road. And then, yeah, get a power line to just sort of go between those two bits. And that means it will have power. Okie dokie. Right. So yeah, there we go. We're editing that complex. We can come out of that. So they're going to work on that. And now they're still building all this over here. But yeah, nothing's complaining. Nothing is complaining. Nothing's saying we haven't got water or power or whatever. So I think it's all looking pretty good. It is all looking okay. We'll get rid of those. That's overlays. We construct a new loading dock. Building a complex is not connected to things. Yeah, that's fine. We'll sort that out in a bit. It'll have arrows over it and stuff. It's all good. So yeah, that is being put together. That's being put together. It's coming to the end of the day. It's getting a bit late. And how are we doing over here? Have we dug the big mine yet? No, we haven't. Okay, it's taking a while to get things done. And that is also being sort of, that's taken a while as well. But to be fair, given that, you know, they've done this in like a day and a bit, that is actually quite impressive. Well done, folks. Good job. So speed time on incredibly quickly and just get all the building work done. So yes, any time. Now, there we go. A new trade show has been announced. Machine Tech 84 will take place on April the 22nd, 1984. The show is advertising to be one of the largest and most influential in our industry. You can now assign one of your executives to attend. Okay, right. So we've got, yeah, we couldn't bring in our other executive. There was a sort of a little screen just before we started that asked us who we'd like to bring in. So we brought in Beatrice because that seemed like a good idea. But yeah, she got the better traits, I think. But yeah, how about we send her to attend a trade show? Pick a resource and they will attempt to get introductions to businesses that buy or sell this resource. Okay, so glass might be quite a useful thing because we need to sell some glass. So yeah, attend a trade show. We should find more businesses operating in relevant verticals. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Okay, right, and glass. Okay, so look for people that would like to buy glass that we make. So yes, assign that, and she is VP of Sales, which I think is probably the best thing. Oh, there's okay, right. There's many things I don't understand there. Okay, that's fine. Right. Okay, this still needs to be finished. So let's let them finish this, and also they need to finish that. And it is now raining. Okay, lovely. There we go. Even though we're in Cleveland, the British weather has followed us. Lovely. Unless it rains a lot in Cleveland. Got no idea. I know very little about Cleveland, I'll be honest. I don't really know where it is on a map, if somebody asks me. Sort of toward the sort of mid-east? I don't really know. I'm not quite sure. Okay, what's that saying? That needs water. Okay, fine. We can sort that out. And that... Access for a connection. Oh, I didn't connect. Oh, dear me. Okay. I didn't connect that bit up very well, did I? Hang on. Oh, no, not there. Like that. Sorry. Yeah. Messed that up a little bit. Do apologise. They are still building it. Still getting it done. Right. There we go. That sorted that little problem out. And yes, that building isn't working because it needs water. We can sort that out. And, oh, hang on. Did she attend the trade show? The trade show is exciting but exhausting. Hopefully, it will provide a good return on the time investment. Okay, yes. Let's hope so. And what are you doing? Contract negotiations. You're just sort of sitting about. It's all fine. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Yay. Right, that's finished. And new contract. Okay, so now we can get a new contract. So yeah, this person here would like to buy glass. Okay, that's quite handy. So when we come to actually selling glass, that's going to help. Okay, right. Good stuff. That screen's come back up again. Okay, good. We'll come back to that in a bit if I can ever find it again. Right. We need water for down here. So let's go and get some water. And yeah, again, there is quite a lot of detail going on. When you get closer to the buildings, there is stuff happening. So look, these little sort of forklifts are driving around and there's people chatting and such like. That's doing whatever that's doing, like loading of stuff. So yeah, there is quite a lot going on. It's not just a static world. It does feel sort of a little bit lived in, which is quite nice. That is taking ages. That is taking a very, very long time. Oh, because there's like one building team building all of those things. Okay, right. That's fine. That's fine. So yeah, we need to get some water over here. So how about over here? No, not the mining complex. I don't want to edit the mining complex. I want to edit this complex. How does one edit to the... Hang on, pause time for a second. That's shutting down because I haven't got any stuff. That's fine. How does one edit Glass manufacturing. There we go. Yeah, we need... where would it be? That one there. We need water. So let's get a water pipe connector. And, I mean, that's pretty much done. So put that... We can't build it there for some reason. Why can't we build it there? Okay, we're going to build it offset, which is going to look a bit rubbish, let's be honest, but never mind. And then get a pipe to connect to that. Oh, it goes across the road. How very exciting. And then we'll just put an access road going across like that. So that will bring water into this complex. Okay, there are also decorative items. We can have nice decorative things. Do you know what we might do? Over here, look. Over here. There's a bit industry. You drive past it. There's like, you know, unpleasant looking industry things. Let's get some trees. Yeah, there we go. Pop some trees in. There we go. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Kind of hides the water pipe. That's a bit nicer. I like that. I don't think we can put anything over here. No, because they're part of that. They're part of those things. Okay, never mind. Right, there we go. All looking pretty good so far. We've done some building work. And that still requires water? Insufficient inputs. Water. Oh. Does it literally need the pipe going up to the building? Is that what that needs? Hasn't got any sand, so it's not going to do anything anyway. But, yeah, maybe that's what it needs. I don't know. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. I think now they're digging the big hole by the look of it, which is nice. So they can finish digging that. Yeah, we can see them, look, in their little kind of yellow diggy things with this sort of 1980s blueprint appearance going on. It's like Tron. It's very exciting. Love all the neon. But, okay, let's wait for them to finish that because this is going to take a while. And, of course, we need this before we can do anything else. We can't make any glass because we haven't got any sand or anything else. So we'll wait for this to get finished off and then we'll see what happens after that. Okay, the big sand mine, sand extraction area, sand pit, if you want to go in and play with the bucket and spade, is all ready. It is finished, but it also does need some water. Okay, so we need to get that sorted. So let's go to here, go to the mining complex and get them a water pipe connector, which again we'll put next to the power thing because that makes sense. So pop that in like that. Needs an access road. That can be like that. And we need water pipes, but there is one just there. Okay, so they can get that done. And then we'll see. Oh, that's finished as well. We'll see if that needs... Yeah, when that's in... Yeah, okay, so power doesn't come into the complex. Yeah, when you get it connected up, it doesn't provide power to anything in the complex. I think we then need to run a water pipe linking from our water thing here to just there. Cannot build an incomplete pipe overpass. I mean, yeah, that obviously you can't do that. Why would you try and do that, you silly fool? What about that? Is that going to work? So does that provide water to that thing? Have we now got water on there? Oh, no, I don't think we need to do that. I think that's unnecessary. Okay, hang on. Can we demolish this, please? I don't think we need that. I think that's a superfluous thing that we don't need. No, it's all good. We need that road bit back, though, please. There we go. Put that back in. Because, yeah, that's now working, look. That's working. And that is sort of working. It's not actually doing anything because it's not got any resources. But, okay, so over here, I think we are now gathering sand. So here we go. We are, yes, producing sand. So outputs 40 tons of sand every day, I think that is. And it's got electric, it's got water, and it's got 40 workers in it. So yeah, now we are paying wages. We are paying wages to people. Okay, so we can now sort out sand coming over here. So 10 tons of sand can go into the glass furnace, but also we need 1 drum of soda. So for every 10 tons of sand, you need 1 drum of soda to then produce 5 pallets of glass. Okay, so soda. Remind me, game, remind me. Hang on. Resources. Soda is... Where can we make this? Soda is in... Yeah, one of these. So yes. Chemical works, soda, sulfur. So do we need to have some sort of sulfur mine as well as a sand mine? Or do we need to import some sulfur in, possibly? And then put it into a chemical works, which is in a chemical production complex. So now to make glass, we need another complex. So 1 production area is going to make the sand. One's going to maybe do something with sulfur. And then combined over here, they're going to make the glass. But have we got anything over? Hang on. Go to here. New complex. Chemical production complex. Yeah, I don't think we've got any natural sulfur. We haven't got anything like that, but we have got sand. So what we need to do is, I think, build a chemical production complex. Import some sulfur in from somewhere else, so from another company. That's fine. We can do that. We've got some money. And then combine it with some of the sand from here to turn it into whatever the thing was that we needed. And then we can send that to the glass place as well as some more sand from there. That is what I think we need to do. So yeah, it becomes a little bit complicated. We'll put the new thing just here. So the new chemical production complex can go just there. We're leaving a tiny gap between the two just in case we need to get like a road down there or something for whatever reason. But yeah, so pop that in like that. It is over some metal. But I don't think we need that. I think we need that if we were doing the sort of metal contract thing, but we are not. So I think it's fine. So yeah, pop that in like that. And then we need to go and do the same kind of thing again with all of the new buildings that are related to the chemical production complex. So yeah, put the main building in. Oh, crikey. There are many things. But yeah, soda. That's what it was. It was soda, wasn't it? Okay, so if we put that, say, how about we put that along here, look. And then we can just connect that up nice and easy. So connect that up. Boop. Sorted. Lovely. We do need to get some power in and some water, probably. I imagine that's going to need water. So, okay, we need to think about that. And then, of course, yes, we need all of the... Oh, why is the road like that? Why is the road bent out like that? That's a bit fiddly, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, we need to get all the different kind of storage things in as well. All of these things. So, yeah, tanks, minerals, industrial products. Let me go and put them down. I'll just go and put them down really quickly. So the warehouses can go along here, look. That'll be fine. In fact, yeah, level with that would be quite nice. So, yeah, like that. And then one of these things can go at the front because that makes perfect sense for it to kind of be out here. And then, yeah, we'll get power and stuff sorted out. We'll get this all set up because we've seen us do it twice. So let me just go and finish this off nice and quick. And then when that's done, we can start looking at, you know, sort of transport and supply chains and all that kind of stuff, which I imagine, if I'm honest, is where it's going to collapse a little bit because this requires administration and things are, yeah, I'm not very good at, but we shall give it a jolly good go. Oh, this is all very exciting. I think we have a message from the mayor. Hello there. Welcome to our fair city. Hello there, Mayor. I'm Edna Gallagher, the Mayor of Cleveland. You've expanded quite nicely. I'd like to propose our municipal government as a potential partner for you. So how can we assist you as you get started in our region? Okay. So what can they give us effectively? So we can get a one-time lump sum payment, a series of payments over the next few months, gain research points, gain a boost in worker happiness, or basically say no. Okay. I mean, satisfaction seems okay. We do have 232 workers. That is quite a lot. Plus 10 seems okay. That seems okay. Research points, we get those. We're going to get, 3 eventually per day. So that's okay. So we're going to pick them up over time. That's not an issue. Do we just get some money? We do appear to have quite a lot of money though as well. I'm thinking maybe just go for the worker thing. Just go for the worker happiness boost. I might possibly come to regret that at some point in the future when we run out of money. You know, all the workers are going to be completely delighted and happy until we go bankrupt and we fire them all. But I think... yeah, that should be a bit better, shouldn't it? We've got plenty of cash. So I think, yes, let's just make sure that our workers are lovely and happy. So plus 10 right now, plus 3.2. Okay, thanks, Mayor. Thanks, that was... that was great. I'm glad we got you guys on board. What? It has come down. Right, the mayor is disappointing, let's be honest. The mayor has not done a grand job of things. Botherations, okay. Never mind. Okay, right, so we're getting stuff done. They're building this place up. Now, yep, things are going in. I think they're working on the delivery bays and what have you. So there we go. That's looking good. So once this is finished, we can then start shipping things from over here to over here, where they can turn that into, we can turn the sand and the sulfur into something else. Now, yes, water. Okay, they need water over here. So, well, yeah, chemical production, get us a water thingamajig like so. And then, yes, that pipe is going to have to carry on coming down here like that, go back over, and then connect up like that. I think that should be fun. That will sort out the water issue. There we go. So the pipe is being put in. Very nice. Hang on a minute. That's fine. Glass is having problems. Buildings shutting down due to lack of utilities. Yeah, we know that. The cargo liner MV Columbia has just docked at a local harbour. Okay. Do we need to care? Oh. Okay. There's a boat. Everybody, this is a boat. Goes on water. There's a harbour. Good. Did you enjoy that little tour? Where are we? I don't know where we are. Here we are. Yeah, right, there we go. Okay, right. Yeah, there was a boat over there. I don't quite know why it showed as a boat, but it did, and everything is fine. Right, there we go. Maybe that comes into play later on or something. I don't know. Right, get these done. Come on, building teams. We can do this. We can get this sorted. Okay, so various things being put together, and I think that's now it. Right, so this can't work because of a lack of sulfur. That can't work because of a lack of sand, and also the soda. So let's now try and sort out some supply chain stuff. This is all going to be brilliant. Okay, so deliveries. So we've got sand coming from over here in the big gigantic sand pit. So when they finish making sandcastles, they can load sand into some trucks and bring it over here. But this place also requires, as well as sand, a ton of sulfur. So we need to we need to import some sulfur, because I don't think we can get sulfur. Sulfur's not a thing that we can find around here. I do not believe. We can have a quick check. So, yeah, that's chemical production. In mining, we've got sand excavator. Hang on, where do you get sulfur from? Let's go to the thing. So, resources and sulfur. Okay, just there. So, sulfur is just a sulfur mine. Okay, so sulfur extraction. Oh, it's in a mining complex. Oh, we might be able to get that. Maybe that is a technology that we need to research. And it's 900 points. In the minute, we've got 582. Okay. Plans and research. How do we get more research points? Because 3 a day is okay, but that seems relatively slow. Can we add stuff to the headquarters building? Can we do that? Chemical, mining, headquarters complex. Okay, an R&D office is 100,000 monies. Allows for faster progress on tech development. Okay, but that's really expensive. That's incredibly expensive. Oh, the number of satellite network connections built must be at least 5, and we've got 0. Okay. Right, that's probably not brilliant, is it? That's not going to help at all. I don't think we can do much with that. I don't think. Yeah, they're 35 grand a piece. That does produce, though, 1 research point per day. Okay, how are we going to get as much as we need? What we might need to do is buy the sulfur in initially until we have the research points we need to then get our own sulfur mine. And then when the sulfur mine is in, we can cancel the import of sulfur. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do. So let's go and grab ourselves a contract. Okay, so let's negotiate a new contract. It'll take a day to get it sorted. Okay, so I would like to sulfur. I'd like to buy some sulfur. You do not currently know of anyone who can offer a sulfur contract of this type. That is going to be an issue. How are we going to do this then? Okay, I think I know what we need to do, and maybe the construction of that entire chemical production complex might have been a little bit premature, because I think right now we can't buy in the sulfur, but we can buy in the soda. So we don't need to make the soda at all ourselves. We can just buy it in and send it to the glass furnace. So it's going to cost us a bit of money, I think, and it would be more ideal if we could do it all ourselves. But right now, I think we import the soda in, wait for our research points to get up to 900, then we can unlock the secrets for how to get sulfur ourselves, get our own sulfur mine set up, send it to the chemical place, and then use that to make our own soda. But right now we can't do that. So let's buy the soda in, shall we? So we can either buy the soda in from Leroy Hutchinson, with the company in Dallas called 1X, or we can buy from Pauline Stevenson from a company in Charlotte called Southwestern Products, which is very vague. So can we see how much we need and how much we want? Oh, I don't know how much we need. 16 drums every 7 days. Hang on. We're going to come back out of that botherations. So we need 1 drum of soda. I think it's 1 drum of soda every single day. So we need 7 a week. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. We can work with that. That is good. So yes, we'll do that. And yes, soda. I'd like to buy it, please, from you. 7 drums every 7 days. That makes perfect sense. Although if we get 12 drums every 7 days, we could then possibly keep some aside for, a rainy day. Maybe, production goes really well one day and we need some more. We could just do that and we can store it. But yeah, that's kind of all we need, isn't it? But no, I kind of feel like we should go and get a bit more. And yes, the pickup site is going to be headquarters. They deliver the stuff to headquarters. So, yeah, okay. How about we do that then? 12 drums every 7 days from her. And it's 2,160. Let's check you. Yours is the same price. Okay, we're going to go for you. I don't know why. Just because your company's got a nice generic name and it sounds good. Okay, so we'll go for that. So proceed. Okay, so now our sort of rep has to go and chat to them. I think it takes a day, so that should be fine. That won't take that long at all. So there we go. Anytime now. Going to get a thing popping up saying, yeah, contract update. Okay, so we are going to be buying 12 drums of soda every 7 days. It's going to cost us $2,000 every 7 days. But it's, base value is 2,160. But because of prior relationships, because we've got, I don't know, good reputation or something, it's a little bit cheaper. And start that immediately. Absolutely. Okay, so they are going to ship soda over here to the headquarters complex. So now I think we need to get some sand going from the sand thing over here to the glass manufactory and then take the soda from headquarters when it's delivered and put that over here also in the glass factory furnace thingamajig. That is what I think we need to do. So now we need to do deliveries. Okay, so add a delivery. So we would like to move some sand. So let's move sand from here, because that's where the sand all is, and we want to move it to over here, literally across the road. So it'll come out of here. We can see it puts lines on it, which is quite nice. So it'll come out of that building. So load it up into these big sort of sand hopper type things, and then pour it into some trucks, and then it'll come over here where they unload it, and then it'll go into different trucks, and they can take it over here. So, okay, do that, please. So yes, are you sure you'd like to complete the route from mining to glass manufacturing? Absolutely, yes, I would. And production details. How much do we need per day of sand? I don't know. We can change this. I'm going to go for 10 because I can't recall how many it was. So we'll go for 10. Yes, okay. And that's all set up. So they're going to start moving sand. How much was it? Oh, it was 10. Okay, right, good. That's a good thing. Okay, so they're going to move 10 every day, I think it is. That's a good thing. Okay, so they're going to start moving sand from there to there. And then we need another delivery of soda that goes from the headquarters through to here. Yes, and I mean, move 2 per day? You should have quite a lot there. So that kind of gives you enough to work with, doesn't it? So there you go. We'll do that. So say yes. So now we should... I mean, yeah, we're not making much money right now, but hopefully soonish we can start making some money because, yeah, we should see some sand coming in. And I think you actually can see it moving around. Congratulations, your driver's completed one of their deliveries for the day. Okay, that's a good thing. So there should have been something moved around. There should have been something shifted about, whether it was the soda or the sand, I'm not quite sure. But you can see them drive about. Here we go. Here we go. These are full of sand. That's going to come in. Oh, over here was it? I thought they went into there. But whatever the case, they're moving stuff about. And then I thought they should come out of there and move it around. But whatever the case, so production is underway, I think. I think it's working, look. Daily production. Have we made 5 pallets of glass? Don't know. It failed due to a lack of soda. Okay, so maybe the soda hasn't arrived at headquarters yet. Maybe it's not here. I'm not quite sure how we see what's in stock over here. There are many buttons in this game. It is, I mean, yeah, it is hard. It's a very complex sort of simulation game. It's made sort of, it's made slightly light-hearted by all the sort of, yeah, the silly 80s stuff going on. But there is a lot to it. It is a considerably complicated game with so many different aspects to it. And I kind of feel like maybe we haven't moved. Yeah, the sand is there, but we haven't got the soda. Okay. Where is the soda? Maybe it's not being delivered. That's what I'm thinking, because we're ordering it in. Maybe it's got to get to us first and then be taken out from here. I do not know. Okay, right. We need to check on that then. So what is going? Soda from headquarters through to there. Okay, so they should be doing that. Chemical production has failed. Yeah, that's fine. Contract negotiations, done. Yeah, okay, that's also good. Yeah, we knew that was the case. That's all fine. Well done, you. Yes, the question is... Oh, a plane's landed somewhere. Good, yay for a plane. Yeah, why can't we move the soda from here to over here? Why is that not happening? Do we need to build something over here? I don't know. I'm not in touch. Contract delivery depot. Okay, so we've got one of those. So, is there nothing in it? Is there nothing in it? Where's our contract? Hang on. Oh, there you go. The contract is waiting for the first delivery. Scheduled for May 29th. Ah, okay. It's not happened yet. Right, May 29th is here. So something just went in there. So maybe now they're going to move the goods back out over here. And I think... Did I just see something come in here? Yes. Look, we're actually making glass. We are manufacturing glass, everybody. Oh, this is a joyous day. Okay, and there we go. 5 pallets of glass, I think, have been made. I'd love a little tally somewhere on the side so I can see exactly what we've got going on. Okay, but we are making glass. Finally. This is doing nothing over here. Look, oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. What's that? It's saving and it's brought a message. Looks like you haven't hired any VPs to help you run things. Perhaps it's time to start looking. You need the help if you want to grow the company. You can't do it all by yourself. Okay, so that's our executive team. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind a VP of research. I wouldn't mind a research person. I don't know what any of these things do. Yeah, have a recruiter find some candidates. Do you know what? Let's do that, shall we? Let's do that. We'll go and grab a researchy person. And yeah, it would be quite good if we could get managers of the different complexes as well to look after them. That would also be quite good. But okay, the glass furnace is operational, and now we need to start a new contract selling at least 10 glass per delivery. Okay, so that makes 5 pallets per day. So I think we might need another one of those. So go to glass manufacturing and another glass furnace, which fits in just there perfectly. Inadvertently, but perfectly. So pop that in. So that means... hang on a minute. How much sulfur are we buying? Soda, sorry. 12 drums. Okay, are we able to adjust this? Renegotiate contract terms. Okay, because 12 drums every 7 days. We're going to need 14 drums every 7 days. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Never mind. One of them's going to have to be a bit slow. But that's fine. So, oh, hang on. Seeking soda. You have an incoming message. You've probably noticed that soda is key to glass production. Would you like to start making some here in Cleveland? I could help you get started. Sulfur is crucial for soda. Could you arrange for land with a deposit? Gain ownership of a nearby lot with sulfur deposit and begin a mission to manufacture soda. Get the tech. acquire the tech necessary, get cash, or pass. I mean, maybe gain ownership of a nearby lot with a sulfur deposit and begin a mission to manufacture soda would be quite handy. So, yeah, we'll go for that. We're going to get a little bit of land with sulfur on it, and then we can build another sort of mining operation thing. The only thing is we haven't got the tech to get sulfur out. That's the only issue. Soda from rocks. Oh! Hang on. Sulfur extraction. So that's going to allow us to get soda from rocks, whereas that is just pure sulfur on its own. Oh, what do we go for? Or do we just get a huge pile of money? I think let's get that. We shall get a plot of land, thank you. Where is that? Soda from rocks. Where's our soda land? Sulfur land, sorry. Whereabouts is that then? I don't know where that is. It said nearby. That can't be it. That is sulfur. Nearby. I suppose technically it's nearby. Okay, right. That's quite distant, but never mind. And here we go. We can get somebody in to be our VP of Research. So, okay, they've got a cup of tea icon, which I do appreciate. And it's not coffee, it's tea. Organised and a workaholic. Okay, they're good for complex managers, but you're not going to manage a complex. Sales, Luddite, VP of Research. Daily stuff comes down. Okay, right, you're a research person, so we'll get Ruth Powell in. Hire Ruth Powell to the Vice President of Research. Welcome. And how about we then get a manager of the headquarters complex? Let's do that as well, shall we? We are running out of money, alarmingly. We do need to possibly get some glass sold, just to try and offset these costs that we're getting every single day. Dearie me. Okay, right, other glass thing is coming in. Okay. You've grown beyond the local supply of housing for your workers. That means long drives and unhappy workers. Click on any city building to discuss some solutions with the mayor. Oh, this wasn't in the tutorial. Where are the cities? I'm following the roads. Over here. Sim City. Okay, do you know what? It does look very Sim City. Okay. Can we have a chat with you? Small houses. Oh, I see. We pay money to the mayor and they increase. Oh, I see. So we've got 296 workers that can stay on site, I imagine, or live around. And then, yeah, there's 321. So, hang on a minute. 25 workers are having to travel from quite far away. So we need luxury houses. Oh, no, hang on. Large houses plus 56. Let's do that. Can we get large houses, please? Yeah. So, right, we're chatting to the mayor. Let's cut to the chase. If you're willing to invest in new housing development, I will personally fast track your application through the appropriate zoning committees and environmental reviews. It sounds incredibly tedious. Yes. Let's do that, please. And there we go. So did something just appear over here? Have they actually added a new bit of town? Because if they have, that's quite fun. And now we've got 352 houses for 321 workers. Wonderful. That's quite fun. I like that. I'm glad that's kind of in the game, because that sort of makes sense, doesn't it? The fact that, the workers need to live somewhere, that's quite good. Right, I think we need to set up a contract. New contract. You go and do it, please. Glass. We would like to sell some glass, please. 10 glass per delivery. Okay, so who do we go to? There are many people. Has anybody got amazing hair? No. The chap at the top's got no hair. You're in Cleveland, though, which is where we are. So, short transport range. That's fine. 10 pallets every 6 days will make 3 grand. I don't think we can do 20 pallets every 6 days, because every 7 days we're going to be making potentially 14, maybe a bit less, so 10 is safe. So yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, okay, 3 grand we're going to get for that. If we could make more, we'd get quite a lot of money. But okay, so $3,000 to do that. So yes, I'd like to go and do that. We're running out of housing. We've sorted that out. That's all fine. Okay, So get the contract sorted. That'll appear at the end of the day, probably. And there we go. It is done. I am ready to sign. Oh, and because our prior relationships are quite good, it's gone up to $3,450. Very nice. Okay, so now we are making some stuff. Hang on a minute. It looks like we've got a contract to sell, but you don't have a delivery set up, so you get it to a depot where it can be picked up. Oh, yes, they pick it up from headquarters. Hang on a second. Hang on. Add delivery. Glass from here to headquarters. Yes, I would. And we need, it was, what was it? 10 pallets per week. So we need 2 per day, I think, was it? So yeah, that'll do. So that should be fun. Was it 10 pallets per week? That'll do. And then we can change that. We can adjust that anyway. Hang on. Contracts. 10 pallets every 6 days. So, okay, so if we do 2 a day, then it's going to be fine. Yeah, okay, good. Splendid. Right, we've dealt with that. That's all set up now. So hopefully... Oh, mission success. We've completed the mission. Okay, so now we need to do the whole thing over here with getting the sulfur out the ground. The only thing is, it's going to be really expensive, and we haven't got that much money left. We've kind of burnt through our money, and we do need to get another big road coming out this way. But okay. So it's going to be a mining... Oh, yeah, but the mining complex isn't even doing anything. No, can't do anything because we haven't got the tech, have we? We haven't got the tech required to get anything sorted. Because we can't get the sulfur out. You have an incoming message. Okay. Oh, well, look at you. You're doing great here in Cleveland getting things going, but we really should be thinking about growth. Always be growing. Let's increase production and sign a more lucrative contract with a customer. Okay, so we need more glass production. Gain 75,000 monies. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. And we get another mission for more glass, but 75,000 monies is very welcome. Thank you. Okay, so produce 15 pallets a day, currently at 10, and start a new contract selling at least 40 per delivery. Crikeys. Okay, we are going to need to get the sulfur thing up and running. That's what we need. And as well, yeah, we're sort of paying all these people wages over here. They're not doing anything. So, okay, right, good. Contract done. Splendid stuff. Did we ever get a person appointed to any of these roles? I don't think we did. Never mind. Okay, let's look over here then. Oh no, we can't do the sulfur thing yet. We can't do the sulfur thing. You can't buy this yet. You haven't met any sellers. Hang on. Do we need sulfur extraction? It still needs researching. Okay, so it's going to take a while. So I think we run time on quite a long time. Scheduled drop-off successful. 12 drums of soda are ready for your headquarters. You've been billed for that delivery. Okay, that's fine. And we have a manager person. As a complex manager, available loading bays plus 10%. As a VP operations, daily delivery costs down. Or, who have we got here? Are you a complex manager? Philip Cook. Oh, you're a teacher. Having this VP focus reference on building corporate training that can help VPs and managers. Oh, we're just going to hire you because you've got an extra thing that looks jazzy and exciting. We're going to hire you. Yes. Okay, welcome aboard, Philip Cook, manager of the headquarters complex. Lovely to have you on board. Please go and do managing of the headquarters complex. Okay, money is tumbling down at quite an alarming rate, but there might be something that we can do to possibly top it up a little bit, and that is sell some other bits and bobs, like over here. Look, we've got quite a lot of sand. There is an awful lot of sand, and in the sand place, we're also sort of collecting solid byproducts. Now, do people want to buy that or not? I'm not quite sure, but let's have a little look. So if we negotiate a new contract, okay. So select resource, solid byproducts. Does anybody... Oh, we want to dispose of these. Okay, nobody wants to buy them. They're just things that we have to get rid of, and it's going to cost us some money. Okay, right, I see why they're doing that, because yeah, it's taking up room in our kind of storage place. Okay, not that then. How about sand? Because we have got quite a lot of sand. So, okay, I'd like to sell some sand. We have a contract with you already. So can we just do this again? 80 tons every 4 days. That's actually quite a lot. That's a lot. Hang on, how much do we make? How much sand do we acquire? 40 tons of sand every day. Okay, hang on. How much does this require? That needs 10. And that's going to need 4. So we need 14 every day to... Hang on, no, there's 2 of these, isn't there? So we need 24 every day to do what we need to do. And it's making 40 every day. Oh, numbers. So hang on. So 40 every day is what we get. We need 24 of it. So 16 every day is going to be spare. So if we do a new contract and say sand, sell it to you guys, 80 tons every 4 days is going to be a bit of an issue, isn't it? That's not going to be good enough. Okay, so we can't do that. The only thing we could do is get another sand mine thing up and running, but that I think is going to be relatively expensive. That's 20 grand. 20 grand. I don't think we can do it. I don't think we can do it. The city in Cleveland has grown. Oh, okay, that's quite good. That's a good thing, isn't it? We like that. I think we're just going to have to sit tight and hope that we get to 900 research points very quickly before the money runs out. Because that's what we need. We can't do the sulfur stuff without that. We can't do any of this stuff. So yeah, we're going to need to get that up and running. I think, yeah, building this early on was probably not a great idea. But soon, it might be able to do something. If we have any money left. Which we possibly won't do, but never mind. An accident in the mines. Louis Dunn here from Cleveland, Ohio. Fire department. There's been an accident in a sand pit. You should decide how you want to resolve the unfortunate situation. Botherations. Okay, we need to maintain as much output as possible, keep the mine running while we do repairs, shut it down and allow repairs to proceed. We're not sending our people down there unless it's properly fixed. Yeah, that one. That one. Yeah, we can't value our profit margins over human life. What kind of corporate monsters would we be then? So, yeah, that one, please. So I imagine the sand mine is now not doing anything at all. But it has got a lot of stuff in storage. In fact, it's got 1,355 tons. How much did they want to buy? Sand was... Sell sand to you. 80 tons every 4 days. 120 tons every 4 days. Do you know what? Let's do that. Let's sell 80 tons every 4 days for a little bit of extra money coming in. Because there's loads in storage. So I think, yeah, we can afford to do that. Can we do that one? No, let's do that one. Just $800. Let's not be greedy. Let's do that. So, okay. They will go and sort that out. That's now switched off, of course, which is fine. That's okay. Is that contract done? Yes, we will do that immediately. So, yeah, it went up a little bit. Right, sort out a delivery. Sand. Was it 80? Yes, it was 8. So, from there down to here. Yes. And it was 8. Oh, I can't remember. I need the information on screen. How much was it? 20 tons per day. The contract was for sand. 80 tons every 4 days. So 20... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 20 per day. 20 per day will do the job. Yes, okay. That was unwittingly what we needed to do. Brilliant. Okay, so that'll free up space in there, and it should make us a little bit more money, which is quite nice. And we're very near to 900 research points. We're also very near to running out of money, which is not overly helpful. But, right, let's try and get there. Come on, 900 research points. We can do this. Okay, I think we're about to get 900 research points, and there we go, up to 900. Okay, right. Immediately acquire sulfur extraction, please. So, boop, do that. Yes. I'd like to invest all of our research points in sulfur extraction, thank you. And now we don't have very much money left at all, so we're going to have to do this on a bit of a sort of a shoestring budget. But yeah, we can pop that in over here. Let's see if we can fit this in. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd... Yeah, we can't build in those areas, but okay, right, we'll put it sort of there-ish. That'll do. And now, yes, we've got to build all this stuff again. So we're going to try and do this on a bit of a budget, because this is going to be expensive, I feel. I mean, that's 10 grand already. So get that in. How much is a sulfur mine? 22,000 monies. Okie dokie. Right, this is going to be tricky to do, but I'm determined to get it sorted. So here we go. Let me try and set this up. at the cheapest possible cost that we can. So like that. Okay, 17 grand left. And okay, there is only a mineral storage yard. That's all we need in terms of that. It is 5 grand, but that's sort of okay. So we'll pop that maybe just here. If we put that there like that, we can connect the road up like that, which is brilliant. And then we need the thing at the front so we can get out onto the road. We're going to put that just there. Will do the job, I think. Oh, have we left in it? Is there a gap around here that we can get through? Yes, for you. Okay. That was more luck than judgment. And then we need to get the whole road thing connected. Now, this might be where it all goes a bit wrong. You can't place infrastructure on land you don't have access rights to. Well, how are we going to ship the stuff from over here to over here? Frank, how are we going to do this? Because we're not allowed to build roads in this area. Right. I don't know how that's going to work then. Okay, right, I don't know, game. How do we buy land rights or whatever it is? Can I find that out? Maybe I need to go look in the help. Hang on a second, hang on. How do we buy bits of land that we don't own? Okay, there is a land management screen. So looking at this, I think possibly we might need to rejig all of this. And because it's not built, we get our money back. But I think we might need to kind of reposition all of our buildings to face over here because we need, I think, to buy this bit of land. But how much is that? You must hire a VP of operations. We haven't got time to hire a VP of operations. We're going to run out of money very, very soon. Okay. Executive team, VP of operations. Okay, right. Go and sort that out. And in the meantime, over here, we can just demolish all this. We can just literally get rid of all that and we can get our money back. It just all comes back because it's not built yet. But yeah, so we need to buy that bit of land to then be able to have the road network going through. I'm not entirely convinced it's going to work, but well, there we go. We'll give that a go as well. Deary me, it's tricky doing business in the 80s. All clear. Okay, good. Right, so the sand thing is now back in operation, and we still do have quite a lot in storage, which is very handy. Okay, right, let's get our VP of operations employed then. And then maybe we can buy some land if we have any money left by that point. Okay, 2 candidates have been located, Shirley Franklin and Rose Young. So who is going to be the best for a VP of operations? You've got a special thing. You've got a thing for that. Regional utility upgrade costs are minus 10%, which is quite good. And you, what are you? VP operations, daily delivery costs down by 10%. That might be quite good. That might be quite handy. Rose Young, you can come in. Yeah, absolutely. Right, welcome aboard. The first thing you can do is look at land management. So how do we do this? Negotiate and access an exploration agreement for this lot. Arrange the purchase. Oh no, I just want to be able to drive through it, please. So yeah, can we have access rights? So Sheena needs to go and do that for 7 days. We're not going to have any money left in 7 days. Okay. Right. So now we're going to put down another mining complex and we're going to build it so it's facing this way. But we're going to have to take our loan or something. This isn't going to work, is it? But okay. Right, we'll try our best. So let me get this set all back up again. Okay, we can get this much set up, but we can't get the mineral loading facility up and running because we don't have enough money. We need 5 grand and we've got not even half of that. So this is a little bit of an issue, isn't it? This is a bit of a problem. Yeah, it's going to say they can't do anything with that. A new trade show has been announced. That's probably the least of our issues. We have earned a little bit of money. Look, a little tiny bit of money's come in, but of course it's going back out again on wages and everything else. Okay, right, we're gonna be back. Oh, hang on, extra funds. Yes. Hello, it looks like the cash flow might be a little bit tight at the moment. Okay, can you talk to people about a loan? 75 grand. Decline the loan. And have Frank circle back in a month. That's very business. Or just say no. Do you know what? No. We'll take the loan for now. Because if we're doing this, if I was playing this a full series, I would probably try and do something else. But because this is a one-off look and kind of a demo look, we'll just get the money because I want to get this up and running. So there we go. Right, we've got money. We can finish this off now. Yay. Okay, it looks like we have to pay a nominal cost to access the land, but I don't know how much it is. It doesn't really say. But yeah, purchase access to lot F6. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we can build through here, which was, we desperately need to do that because nothing is happening over here. So now, there we go. Look, it's all nice and open. Wonderful. So right now we can go through and get roads and such set up. So we need to bring that down. Let's bring it right down by the side of there. Connect that up. Okay, so right, a road can now go in. So they can start work on building this. And then, yes, then we need like a great big kind of power grid going on. So we've got to work that out somehow. So I might have to come round there and water as well. So again, this is not going to be cheap, but I think, we can get it done. So let's just kind of run some power lines on from, say, over here. Look, bring it round to here. Run it along the edge of the road, maybe? No, do you know what? Run it kind of over here. This will be fine. Look, where's the power connecting bit? Is that in a direct line? Okay, that actually looked like I knew what I was doing, but that's that was entirely by chance. And then the water can sort of the water can run alongside the road because it does that in other places, I think. So we'll put the water like that. And it can run alongside the road down to sort of here. It's going to have to go around the power thing, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. And then round the back of there. Through to, where is the water connector? Oh, over there. Okay, it's a bit wobbly, the water connector. Do you know what that'll do? Just like that. Just get some water over there, please. Just let's make this work, shall we? Yeah. It's not connected up to the network. I know, they're on it, game. They're on it. They're trying to do things as best they can. Okay, good news. The sulfur mine is up and running, and there it is, looking very sulfur miney. Splendid. The bad news is that we hardly have any money left at all, and of course every single month I think we have to pay out 7,000 monies, which is not a very handy thing. So I think this might be a little bit of an issue. Else we haven't got any storage apparently. Do we not? Have we not got any storage? Maybe this time we will have, because that wasn't finished, I don't think. Maybe now this time round they can store it over here in the big kind of mineral depot thing. Yeah, there we go. Right, that sort of sorted that air out. Okay, contract problem. Okay, you're falling behind on your deliverables. Is it because we haven't got the money? Pay a penalty of 459 monies. Apologise and use influence. Oh yeah, do that. We've got a little influence thing here. Yeah, we'll apologise and just try and turn on the 1980s charm. We'll show them our amazing hair and hope that's enough. Okay, right. So, a few little issues going on there. And, we've kind of exceeded our worker housing as well. So they're getting grumpy, dearie me. Let's just try and sort this out then, shall we? As a final thing, let me sort out the deliveries of sulfur to the chemical plant and get the chemical plant doing stuff. And let me just kind of try and get everything all sorted so we can try and become a little bit more independent and we can reduce that kind of contract cost. So we don't have to import the soda in because we're going to make it ourselves. Right, there we go. We are making our own soda, which is wonderful. Oh, and I think Frank would like to give us some money. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Can we take $75,000, Frank? Because right now we've got $4. We've got $4. I mean, I don't quite know what the cost of going out for a burger was in 1984, but I imagine we might get a burger and a drink and fries for that. And that's kind of it. Then the entire business is then bankrupt. So yeah, we will take $75,000. Thank you very much. That is wonderful. So we've completed that goal. That's good. That one is still outstanding, but I don't think we'll get round to that. That's all fun. Contract problem will do the thing because we're not making enough glass. Insufficient or unavailable storage for glass. Really? Why? What's in here then? What are we storing? There's 261 pallets of glass. Why are we having glass delivery issues? I don't understand, but okay. We're now making stuff over here. We're making soda over here. So it's going to over here. So we should be okay. This should be pretty good. So I think we can now cancel the contract of buying in the soda. I think we can get rid of this now. So, can we stop doing this? We don't need this anymore. How do we stop doing this? Assign you to there and, abandon contract. Just get rid of it. We can do it without any penalty. Okay, there we go. So we're no longer buying in the soda. So that's going to save us some money, of course. And yeah, hopefully our money should then go up quite a bit. We have got, yeah, soda. Oh yeah, these solid byproducts are causing a bit of a problem, aren't they? But yeah, I think we should be okay. I think we should be okay. We are now a little bit self-sufficient. The only thing we need to do possibly then is head over here again to SimCity. Can we please get a big pile of large houses? Yes, 20 grand, do that. Large houses going in. Our workers can now live over there in houses rather than travelling in from a bajillion miles away, and everything is good. And you know what? With that done, I think we will leave things for now with our little look at Rise of Industry 2. I think we've had a very, very good look at the game. I mean, maybe it's not the best way to play the game because, it's done in a bumbling, kind of, chaotic all over the place Geek Cupboard style. But I think overall, it's all right. I think it's okay. I mean, possibly some of the complexes are a bit big, and that one we shouldn't really have built until we had this sorted. But I thought maybe we could import various things in that we couldn't import in at the time. So that was a little bit of a shame. But yeah, we got there in the end. So we're getting our sulfur from here, putting it over here, mixing it with sand from over here, turning it into the soda. The soda goes over here, mix that with more sand that comes from here. We make glass, we sell the glass, and everything is wonderful. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good. And yeah, I mean, this over here is just do more of the same kind of a thing, isn't it? Just make more glass. So I think, yeah, we're okay. We're okay for all this. I mean, yeah, if we set up one new contract that sold 40 glass per delivery, that might help us get through the pallets, actually. Yeah, but that's still not going to complete that goal there. So do you know what? No, we'll leave it for now. I mean, that might end the demo, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. But yes, I think we've had a very, very good look at the game to see what it's all about and how it works and all that kind of stuff, as we've said. So yeah, I think now is the perfect point to wrap things up. But yeah, very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Yeah, so you have to do the tutorial, I think. You'd have to do the tutorial. You couldn't dive in and just kind of understand what was going on with this game because there is quite a lot happening. And really, we've only scratched the surface. This is the basics. This is kind of like the basics of what you need to make some fairly simple stuff. There's some quite complicated bits and bobs that you can make. Also, so yeah, really advanced electronical equipment and various other things. So there is a lot going on in this game. But yeah, I think we've made some glass. We're sort of making a bit of money, kind of ish. Let's wrap things up for now while we're sort of looking okay, and we haven't got the bank manager chasing after us because we've run out of money again. So yeah, let's finish things up. Hopefully you did enjoy this. If you did, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. Now Bernard's he's got the plague. Our home is called Home Stinky Home. Yeah, I think Bernard is done for. Now Bernard, you still smell nice. A flute trumpet or something. It's a flumpet. So is this going to work? Oh, some saucy whisperings going on. Here's the happy couple, everybody.